Hey everybody, and welcome back to my cooking channel. Teaching alpha males and anyone else that wants to learn how to cook healthy, good, home cooked meals. Because you gotta eat good, eat well, and it got to taste good while I ain't eating it. For real. So today, got a little surprise for you. We're cooking homemade pasta and meatballs. So it's gonna be exciting. We got flour, we got some little extra virgin olive oil. We got some eggs. We got an onion to put in there. A ground beef to make the meatballs. Array of spices. We're gonna make a sauce. So we got some um, crushed tomatoes. Two different kinds of crushed tomatoes here. So we can make a sauce later. You'll see that, and some mozzarella as well. Put in the sauce. Some mozzarella. So we're gonna get to it. And first things first, I'm probably gonna end up. I'm thinking, debating if I was gonna make the onion first, cut the onion up first, then make the pasta. Probably actually gonna think about it. Cut the onions on a different board. So I'll cut the onion first, and it's about good 2 pounds of meat or something. I'll do like half an onion. I think would be sufficient. And I'll save half for another cook day. I like to take off the ends, close as I can towards the end. I'll throw all that away. Hopefully get this stuff off. Both of them. I'll clean it up later. One of these onions I'm going to end up storing in the fridge. This one I'm going to make nude. Real quick. Then we're going to end up giving it a good chopping. I like to do my onions pretty fine. Mostly I chop fine when I mix it with meat, just because it incorporates better into the meat. The flavors get dispersed better. You get different bites of the meat. You'll get an even amount. It's gonna make me cry. So if I cry on this live stuff, I'm still alpha. But the onions are undefeated. I'm telling you, it's not me. It's everybody. Well, this onion right here is extra. I disinfected the table around, especially because I'm going to be doing flour, so I'm going to be splashing it all around and making it. But probably speed this up eventually to try to make the videos a little shorter. But at least you get to see some of my prep work this time, because usually I haven't shown it in the past, on the past few videos, just the end product. Getting my sinuses open too. Now we're gonna go on to the pasta making because we're gonna have to let this rest for 30 minutes. Then we're gonna do the meat, start cooking that because it's gonna be a 30-minute rest period for this pasta stuff. So I'm gonna go like there's 2 cups at the top of here. Or 500 milliliters. I'm gonna use 4 cups and then shoot 2, 4, 5 eggs. Um, Probably like a spoon of the olive oil. Let me go ahead and do that real quick. You don't have to be exact. Try to make stuff non-sticky with the doughy. Two. Might even just go 1, just because it looks like that's a lot for the area. Yeah, I'm gonna just do the 2 off there, and then I'll do more later. I do most of my cooking by feel, but you just make a little mound, which is cool. Space, a little mound. Those rollers. Yeah. Got a roller. This for later. Crack the egg and put them in the middle like that. Probably got to get a fork too to mix. A little fork to mix it with. Start with 2 eggs. See what happens. Think I'm gonna need a third. That. Never had it. I'm gonna add some of the oil, like I told you. There's some of that in there. Keep mixing. Trying to make it a dough. It's kind of messy. I'm doing it messy, but within it, it's gonna get a consistency eventually. I may need to use another egg. There we go. Use the last egg too that I got. And I'll just put more flour if I need it. Kind of act. That was a messed up egg, but fine. Just took it out. Just took it out. Now you're gonna mix flour and the egg. Eventually, I'm gonna get my hands dirty. I'm gonna mix egg and flour, egg and flour. Might throw some more flour in here. Until we make a dough. Yeah, I might throw some more flour. Probably shouldn't have touched it yet, but it is what it is. Now it's gonna be a challenge to grab flour. I should have kept the flour thing too. There we go. Now it's becoming a dough. And then so I'm gonna be kneading it like a 10 minutes. To make sure it's nice and soft and doughy. Just gonna keep kneading it. Getting it off your hands. I only have to keep getting off my hands because I touched the eggs too soon. Which I shouldn't have. Should have just kept mixing. Sometimes I get impatient. But it'll still come out good. Promise. Look, it's still doughing up nicely. Then you could always add water if it gets too dry. Again, I cleaned everything, so just trying to use all the flour. But feel like I need more water, I can put more water. And then if it gets too wet, you put more flour. Like that. I'm probably gonna add a little bit of water to this because I want it a little wetter, I think. Just a little bit wetter. Not much. Might even just add it to my hands. Get this shit off my hands too. See how this goes. There we go. Coming to dough. And yes, you do need to knead it for 10 minutes. 10 to 15. I'll be here for a minute. I'll speed it up for y'all. Looking like a dough. Looking like a dough. Looking like a dough. And then we're gonna put it in some cling wrap. Just sit for 30 minutes at least. You can do longer, less. I would say longer only, actually, not less. You're gonna fall fucked up. Get this whole thing dirty. Now it's time to mix the meat. This is one of my favorite parts. I basically salt it pretty liberally. Garlic, salt in first. It's a lot on there. I'll only do one more round of garlic salt. Some adobe to mix in there. Some seasoned salt. Get this meat real seasoned. And add some salzone. Boom, boom. Pepper. Counteract all that salt. And some more salt. Iodized salt. Had to get that in there because it's good for you. I'm gonna mix my left hand because that's some salt on my right. Good mix in here. Get that ground beef rehydrated with some of that blood that's still in here. And it mixed all good. Then when we go to start cooking, we're gonna move the camera over there so y'all can see closer. Last time I didn't do that, and I feel like that's what it was missing. Other video. One more round of garlic salt. Adobe. Using salt. One round of salzone. One round of pepper. One more round of salt. Now, probably all I'm gonna mix in there for seasoning because I don't want it to get too salty. I want it to be nice and seasoned because they're gonna make the sauce. The sauce is gonna be seasoned nicely. The sauce is gonna bring some seasoning. The meat's gonna bring some seasoning. And then the pasta, I'm gonna put a little seasoning with the pasta too, so that's gonna bring some seasoning. Everything's gonna be nice and seasoned. Sure, for sure. Probably gonna do one more round of adobe and salsa on. It's because it's a lot of meat. I want it to be extra good and ready. Smells really good. Smells really bomb. I know it's raw meat, but some of y'all pregnant ladies could probably relate to my smell. If you were here. I know y'all can smell really well and y'all like raw meat. But it smells like cooked meat with all the seasoning, honestly. Well flavored. Everything always sticks to my hands, which is fine. Mix it one more time. Once I cook that, I'll cook these onions. Mix them in here one more time. Make the balls, the meatballs. They're making meatballs. So I'll be back. All right. So we're back to cook sauce and some of the onions. We're gonna saute them real quick so we can get the meat started, and then the sauce can simmer for a while. So we're gonna turn this front one on, something kind of low. Three's a little high for a sauce, but I want to originally start cooking it. You want to turn this front one here on to like, I'm gonna turn it to like 5, 4. I can do it real quick. I just gotta watch it. If you do it like that, you gotta watch it, watch it, watch it. I'm telling you. And so for this thing, I'm gonna throw some Pam on the bottom to make sure shit don't stick. Yeah, I like the buttery taste. Give it a buttery taste. And then take this. This is the fire roasted crushed tomatoes. We're making our own sauce. Throw that in there. And the next one is just San Marzano hand crushed tomatoes with basil and sea salt. I want to do 2 different ones. I want some fire with some basil and sea salt. Gonna mix it, and I feel like it's gonna taste really good. I'm gonna throw these away real quick. And then I forgot the salt and pepper, so I gotta bring it real quick. But already, have a little mixer, wooden mixer. I like the wooden mixers. Already, this I'm gonna get put on too. Put it on. I can start getting heated. Yeah, try to mix it first. I got a lot here, but there's a little bit of. I gotta be really careful. I don't have any room for error really. It's filling up the whole thing, so when it gets hot, it's gonna start bubbling, and I don't want it to boil or go over the top. And then when I mix them, I have to mix slow, so it doesn't go over the top again. Remove this meat to this side for now. I like to use paper towels to hold shit after, especially for the sauce. So we're gonna go salt and pepper first. That's already starting. You can hear it. We got a lot of sauce, so we're gonna do a liberal amount. Might have to attend to that real quick though. Salt's always good. Turn it down already. Going, you can smell it. It smells good. We'll start cooking it. I'm saying it. Meant to turn it down, not to turn the other side on. I'm gonna add some of this in there too, probably. Maybe not actually. No, I'm not. I didn't cut enough, but I got onion powder I'm gonna use as well. I'm gonna mix Italian seasoning in too. Keep it Italian. Keep it Italian. So this is the onion powder that I'm gonna use. As to not granulated California garlic. Some garlic in there. I like garlic taste. And of course, cayenne. Need some hot probably not use too much cayenne because it is an Italian dish. So I like a lot of stuff spicy, and it's gonna taste good. Italian spicy, spicy Italian sounds good together. People should cook it more. Now the mozzarella is gonna give it a flavor too. It's gonna give it more Italian flavor too. Gotta remember that. That's going in. It's going in sooner than later. Then I'm gonna make it a big pot and mix the sauce with the meat into a big stainless pot like this. So bigger than that. We're getting good flavor, good texture, good flavor, good texture. And I'm gonna add some mozzarella while I wait. I'm gonna grate it. I don't really grate often, but use this one, I guess. It's simple to grate. I just don't do it often, but I'm gonna start because I kind of like grating and doing my own kind of block type cheese. I love cheese, so I get a good amount in here. I'm gonna end up mixing it, so take my time with it because I wanted the heat to melt into the sauce. Is it good? Non-clumpy. Melted mozzarella taste. I even try it when it's cold a lot because sauce is sauce and it's good, cold or not. This is about done. I don't really want to cook it because it's gonna cook with the meatballs still some more. I just want to activate it, if you will. We're gonna put this with the meat now. I'm gonna end up mixing that in. Meat. Y'all see that real quick, and then I'll start cooking it. Then I'm gonna pay attention to the sauce a lot more. Start tasting that. Get this meat right too, cooked and taste. And then I'll incorporate it all together. All right. Hopefully, whatever else I'm gonna end up picking up in the end. So I'm gonna go ahead and start mixing this. Hopefully, you can see. It's just mixing. Then I'm gonna end up coming back so we could go ahead and make the meatballs together and make them like nice little circles and whatnot. Really pretty. So right now I'm gonna get the oven started at 350, and I'm gonna do about 30 minutes at 350 for the meatballs. I'm gonna pan the pan so it doesn't really stick, and then I'm gonna form the meatballs now in front of you here. I don't want to make them too big. I want them to cook well. So just do a little thing like that. Do a little meatball here. Put it on there. Another one. They don't have to be perfect sizes. And if this batch I don't have enough room, I'm probably gonna just put it in the fridge and cook it tomorrow. Again, oven it tomorrow. It'll stay good in the fridge overnight in like a freezer protected bag. It'll be all right. So we get that going. I think I'm gonna have too much. And then sauce going nicely. I'm gonna taste it soon. It's already warm now. Mix it and taste it once I get this in. That's exciting. And we'll get that tasting right. It's bubbling up a little bit, but that's cool. It's on low, but it was on three, so I had to cool down. And I didn't move it, so it still has to cool down. So it's still kind of hot. But a little bit of bubbling is not bad. It's just cooking. I just want the cheese to melt too, so I kind of want it to be hot. Cheese still got to melt, so I'm gonna have to get it bubbling eventually, and just keep mixing. Melt all the cheese. But this is kind of soothing, making the little meatballs here. They look good, so I'm excited. Smell good. And surprisingly, my spatial ability is pretty good for like the sizes of things. You'll see when I cook, it's relatively even without even trying. I just be doing it. Smaller the better though, so that's ideal for me actually. I've been doing a little bigger, but that size is ideal, or like maybe a little bit bigger than that, median in between, which is probably gonna be this one. Yeah, that's the ideal size. Something like this. I give them a little room in between, so if the juices come out and stuff, you know, so they're like fused to the other ones. It's gonna be a good amount anyway, so that fit on this pan. Tomorrow I can cook the rest. No reason to be greedy at life at all, really. Actually, that's how I live life. Take what I need, get what I need. Don't be too greedy. Be a good person. Mm. So the reason you need to be able to cook for yourself and feed yourself is not just to survive, but to thrive. And if you're gonna go to the gym, you need to be having home cooked meals, good home cooked meals, so you want to eat it, you want to tear it up, and you don't have leftovers, or you eat your leftovers and don't just let them sit in the fridge because you want to save money. That's the goal: is to be successful, save money, do things, be able to do it on your own. Good to have a woman there to help you or do things to help you, but got to be able to do it on your own and to help with your girl, your wife, however, whatever you want to do with baby mama, however you want to do that kind of stuff. Your friends, good to be able to help and show them that you have high value. Then they're gonna want you more, and just have the intrinsic high value, which you want to have high value. Naturally, I have it, and naturally, I have the confidence and the alpha type personality, but that's just biology. That's how I'm made to be the top, to be the strongest, to be the protector, to be. But some guys have to work at it. You can learn. You can learn it. You can do just you can learn anything actually. So you just gotta stay tuned. You gotta keep up. You gotta listen. You gotta peep game. Like I'm gonna say it. You just gotta listen. Women too. You guys can listen and peep game too. Find out how males work, how alpha males work, how to get you an alpha male, how to put the work in, how to make the sacrifice, how to Get you your baby daddy. Gotta get you that husband. Or get someone just to share a nice meal with you and you cook a nice meal for yourself. Make yourself happy. Self care. Food brings me to my happy place. Good food brings me to my happy place, actually. So, might as well have your own cooking good. Might as well learn. Might as well. Might as well. Now, wash my hands, put this in, start focusing on the sauce. And then the rest of the meatballs, I'm just gonna put away for tomorrow. So I'm gonna move this because this is gonna get put away. Now, once that preheats, we're gonna stick it in 30 minutes, but we're gonna just go ahead and start focusing on this because it's getting hot. Start focusing on this. Gonna mix it. Probably gonna even put it on melt because low is getting kind of hot for it too. It's actually really good already, but I want more stuff. More of this mozzarella for sure. I usually just hold the mozzarella still, move the thing, or move the thing, or move the mozzarella. Either way, I don't know what I do. I do both actually. What I'm doing now seems effective. These things can cut you, I've heard and I've seen on like Master Chef and stuff. So be careful. I haven't been cut, but I don't really cut myself with this knife either. But I've seen people cut themselves with a knife as well. I think these things are called mandolin, maybe. I don't remember. All right. So now we're going to ovens, preheat it. Take them, they look like this. Those balls, put them in the oven, right on the. All I did is put it right on the middle rack. Put my time for about do roughly 30 minutes, so I'll probably set it to 35 just in case, and I'll check it at 30 so I can keep the heat on, and I'll just put extra time if I need it. That's how I like to do it. I'm messing with the sauce still. Get the taste the way I want it. All right, let's throw them. Get some spice up in this thing. Counteracted with some more Italian. More onion, probably. Let's see. Going for the mix. Probably gonna need some more mozzarella as well. Add it after this. Then it should be good, I think. It's good. We'll need more mozzarella though. I'm gonna try all the sides. Honestly. I think like the first one I did better. Best. First one I used. Let's just melt this cheese. Salt in there too. Pepper's lacking a little bit, I think it was. Lacking salt and pepper. Lacking. We should never be lacking. Never lack. And that goes for staying dangerous and your relationship. Never be lacking. Don't be boring. Another alpha tip. But you shouldn't be boring because life is not boring and you should want to be fun. So if you are boring and not funny, you got to work on that because women are going to want to be around you if you're funny, you're not boring, which isn't that hard to be. Isn't that hard to know? Not at all. Let's taste it again. Gonna let some of this stuff melt. I'm trying to think. I'm gonna need more mozzarella. A lot of this mozzarella, huh? It's coming apart. That'll be enough mozzarella for sure. I gotta make sure it's gonna melt so I can mix it in. I'll make sure it does. 3. That's good. Mozzarella is real good. this is gonna start to try to bubble up and jump at me soon. So I'm gonna have to keep mixing. Get all that mozzarella in there. Melt it. Without overflowing. Overflowing will be bad. Then we're almost done because then the bread's about ready. It's at least 30 minutes, so I was gonna let it go, let this cook a little bit more. So we like maybe 45 to hour that the bread's rested and sit. Then we'll bring you back to see that. Then we just gotta boil the pasta, salt and pepper, the water. Then we'll be good to go. Soak the meatballs in this. Looking like most of the mozzarella chunks starting to melt. Don't want anything to burn, so I keep mixing. I got it kind of hot. To melt the mozzarella. Soon, I'm gonna turn it back down now. Those will just melt because basically this is gonna sit for another like 30 minutes ish. Anyway, we have to mix from time to time. That's banging. That's good. So then that's done. I'm gonna put the mozzarella up. Let the pasta sits for a little bit longer while this cooks for a little bit longer. Then we're gonna mix them and we're gonna put it in the this one with the meatballs mixed in. And then probably this one for the pasta, depending on how much it makes, because I might just do this one. But that's what we're gonna be looking at for that. So I'm gonna just be mixing periodically here, keep this from burning and keep it getting this good consistency. So now this pasta's been resting for a good 30, 45 minutes. It feels real good. So we're gonna go ahead and mess with this some more and start making it. Get this board kind of a little bit of flour on the board. So it doesn't stick too well. All right. Nice and doughy. Flatten it out. You're gonna use this dough roller, kind of make it a good length and consistency and whatnot. Want to try to make it even when you do it too. You don't want it to be all over the place. Do this a few times. I'm just gonna fold it over. Work it. Work it on again. We're just making it a dough. Making it a dough. Trying to make it a square. Gotta make it the whole size of this thing, probably. Seems like I might need to, which is fine. You get it? Need to. Needing it. You gotta sort of make sure the pressure's constant. Cut it in half because it's kind of too big. So I'll make it easier to work with for myself. I'm gonna put half of it on that. Now we're gonna make this bigger. Stretch it out. Probably as thin as I'm gonna get. I'm gonna make the noodles kind of thinner. Gotta separate them. That's the hardest part. And then you throw some like the flour on it. It stays relatively separated. Things bubbling over here. Hello. Take it off. Take it off because it's hella hot and it's already made. Gonna mix it. Actually, gonna throw it in this one. I'm gonna end up putting meatballs in it anyway. Just sit and simmer. Let's change it. Switch it up. Hot and it's splashing. That's fine. Sometimes in the kitchen you have to go and deal with something else that's happening, so that's what's happening here. Deal with this real quick. Put it in the original thing I should have had it in. Most likely. Retaste it. Hot but good. Hella good. Hella good. Just let the heat stay in for a little bit. Let the heat stay in. I'll come back to this stuff. Go ahead and make the pasta cuts. I'm actually probably gonna get the water started too with boiling, because definitely get started. That on high. Let the water start to boil. Cutting. Hopefully the pasta will be ready by the time the boiling is ready. Now just salt and pepper and throw the pasta in. It will be good. Just kind of satisfying making this pasta actually. Kind of seems like an accomplishment, which is cool. And then I learned you can make pasta different sizes and different textures and different whole bunch of different ways. But decided to do a basic way to start. Boiling over here. Well, nothing's boiling over actually. It's just making some noise. Cool. You can make them into like a circle. If you would like. These are basically your little pastas. Yeah, the meatballs looking good. Smell good too. Get something to get them out. Go ahead and let them rest a little bit. Now we're gonna drop them into the meatballs into the sauce. That's all I'm doing over here. Drop them into the sauce. I'm gonna set the meatballs in there to simmer. Put this in the water. Usually like all my dishes soak. A little fat. Go down the middle of this one. Oh. Should have probably flattened this one down. Just make them longer. So I'm sure at some point the water's gonna start boiling. Well, I'm waiting on it to. Taking forever. So we're just taking them apart, taking it apart. I'm gonna throw more powder on it, more flour, keep it apart, and then roll it. Roll it, roll it, roll it. Go ahead and put them over here. And roll the one that I won't. And make them into pasta. Kind of roll it evenly, not too hard. You got a little pasta, however big and long you want it. I like mine like that size, so keep them separated. Some of these are gonna be really long, but that's okay. You just always have it. Now we can go way longer. That water takes forever to boil. A good thing I got a lot of freaking pasta to make. Take me a while too. Half real quick. These things are gonna be too long, especially the fat ones. You do it by feel, really. I got it all over my pants. So it's crazy long. That can make them fat, so now I gotta cut them in half and shorten it up. That's fine. or in a little boil. We'll move there. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop this since you guys can kind of see what I'm doing. Just making that, and I'll bring you back to when we're cooking it. Got the pasta made, pasta noodles, real cool. And with it boiling, we're gonna hit salt and pepper into the water. A lot of salt, pepper too. Want the flavor. Put the salt first, a little bit. Then you're gonna drop the pastas in. Keep in mind that this pasta is gonna cook a little quicker because they're already separated, so you could just drop them. Kind of don't hurt yourself. It's gonna cook kind of quick, so you kind of want to drop it in there. But they'll stay separated because you got the flour and stuff on them. You can just kind of drop it, separate it a little bit. But they look real good. Like that. Some more salt. You need to have it boiling again, so I'm gonna let it do its thing. Start boiling again. And then while I mix here, this meatballs in the sauce, keep it hot. I'm gonna turn it up a little bit before this is done. You get it real hot, but that's super good. I'm so excited for this. I've been waiting for a minute now. Then I got some tongs, so I end up mixing this again once it starts boiling again. Put some salt in here and mix it, but the water should be boiling. Not right now. Needs to be. Needs to be boiling. So we're gonna let this boil. Then I'm gonna go ahead and put it all together. And then you can see the ending, and it's gonna be fire because that's fire. Pasta's fire. Pasta's gonna be fire. I'm just having a hard time boiling. I need to get another pan. This pan is not very good. But I'm gonna upgrade to those stuff soon. I usually just work what I have, whatnot. But we'll come back. We plate it all together, and then I'll talk about it for a second, show you the end result. Now we have the pasta finished, real nice, and then we have the sauce finished. So mix the sauce here into the pasta. There's the meatballs inside here already. Mix it all up in there. I like to get the rest of the sauce, whatever else I can out of here. Not really necessary, but I do it just like when I drink my drinks. I drink the last to the last drop. Honestly, mix that up in there. This side. We got these tongs and stuff to mix. Now, second day meatballs are even better. They've been sitting in for spaghetti and meat sauce. It's been sitting. So, but this is not sitting yet. But I still did the meatballs with it and all that stuff. So, kind of should be congealed together, sort of. We're gonna plate this thing. I'm gonna some of this pasta. Don't really have to have too much sauce in it right now. It's big pasta, so I'm not gonna take too much of the pasta. I want mostly the meat anyway. I think a good amount. I'm kind of hungry. A good amount so I can plate. You know, meatballs. 3 meatballs for the plate. Looks good. And then I'm gonna top it with some sauce. Sauce. Extra sauce. I like my spaghetti saucy. I like my meatballs saucy. And now I have some homemade spaghetti and meatballs. I love it. It's always good to cook some good food, homemade spaghetti and meatballs. I'm excited to eat. Thanks for cooking with me. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for liking. Thanks for supporting me. And I'll be here cooking more often and more different things so you could get it in your repertoire, get it in your recipes, start recipes passed down from generation to generation. Get your kids right, feed your families, live your life, eat well, live good, be the high value alpha male that I know you are able to be and that you want to be. Thanks again for sharing with me.